everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. It is Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are excited to bring you another quality Comedy Cellar Nightly program. I am Dave Juska. I'm here with the lovely Mike Suarez, and we bring this to you every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock to interest you. Yes, when it starts, that's right. It's the to interest you and tell you about how great. Hello, Cammie. And Scruffy Bones, everybody's here early. I like that. To tell you how we love the Comedy Cellar and how great the Comedy Cellar is. Hello, Marcy. The Comedy Cellar, located in the West Village on West McDougal Street, is the greatest comedy club around. And it is an exciting place to be if you're ever in New York City or if you're in Las Vegas. I just talked to Outside Steve yesterday, and he said him and Noam, the owner of the Comedy Cellar, went to Las Vegas to spend some time with the host, our friend Mark Cohen, and he is the best. Also, if you were to be in town tonight, you could see Mike's favorite person, An Hour with Bobby Kelly.
Yes, sir.
And, right?
Yep.
How come you're not opening for him? What's going on?
I'm doing this.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
And also come to Papa Live. That's the Tom Papa show that I'm usually on. In fact, I saw Tom yesterday because I was at the Comedy Cellar yesterday. And they go, oh, I see you're doing Come to Pop. He goes, I've asked you to do it twice, and you can. And I'm like, well, Tom, I have a show of my own I have to do. And but quite frankly, when he calls, usually, I don't know why I couldn't do it last time. I think it was the one day that I was off that I couldn't do it because I had something else. And because I was, I love when he asks. It's great. Yes, hi, Liz. A Blazer. Well, it was photo day at work, so we had to take a serious pictures. Really funny. Hello, Angela. Yes, everybody's here. This is Aaron H. How are you? Yes, it is Tuesday. Anonymous. Hello. And it's nice to see everybody as always. In fact, Cataline told me she wasn't going to be here today. I'm like, excuse me? And I got really upset, but I think I talked her into coming in. Apparently, she was like, no, I have to see a movie that night. And I'm like, I don't understand. But apparently, we keep forgetting she still goes to school. So they're showing, a movie at the gym. Something like that. I don't know how it is. Hello, Brian. Nice to say yes. Hello, fellow Juskadans. Nice to have everybody here. This is great. Yeah. So we were supposed to be in the studio today with our guest Dino Stamatopoulos, but it's nobody's fault. It's not Dino's fault. It just happened. Hi, Aunt Judy. Damn it! It's the cellar. It's not so funny. They're doing construction in the podcast studio. So I didn't want Dino to come on virtually. I want him to come in. He's an awesome guy, and I like spending time with him. So I want him to come in the studio. So he's going to – what's that? Did you open a soda?
No, well, it's our guest, I think, did.
Oh. So we want to have him in the studio. So he's going to come on the second day of Rosh Hashanah, which is nobody else cares, but what is that, the 29th, 27th. So so next week in the studio, fingers crossed that it'll be ready. Colin Smith will be on. He'll play some tunes live, which will be great. And then Dino the next day. And we had Molly Heckerling scheduled for the week after, even though it was virtual. Well, it has to be virtual now. Hello, Catalina. We're just making fun of you in a good, positive way. And but that's Yom Kippur. It is a Kol Nidre night. So I'll just do it. I feel very guilty, but I'm just going to do it here by myself with Mike. I mean, at 6 o'clock and just kind of run through because I feel extremely guilty. So, but there's no reason not to do it. I'm not going anywhere. So we'll still do it. We'll still continue to do the show. I thought about changing days, but can't do it on Wednesday because it is actually Yom Kippur, and that would be disrespectful for my people. So that's the way it works. Anyway, everything's all good. Tuesdays coming up. We got a lot of good guests lined up. Like right now, we just have those two for this week, and then I'll tell you more as we go on. What are you talking about? I'm missing Amy. What is Catalina saying? Are you talking about the movie that you're missing? Catalina came on and she was missing the movie. So let me just say, Catalina, we were talking. Catalina got very confused on my podcast this week. Just got out of the city. I was talking about the TV guide. Oh, I have it right here. Catalina, this is the TV guide. I know you don't understand. I'm not yelling at you. Most of the people are saying, Hey, old man. Oh, she thought Yom Kippur was a country. That is hilarious, you anti-Semitic twat. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm sorry. It came out of nowhere. I can't help myself sometimes. It's funny. Catalina, you know I didn't mean that. Anyway, Catalina, this is the TV guide. And when I was a little boy, yeah, exactly, Cami. They still make them. I'm the last person to buy them. And this is the fall preview, which is my favorite for years. And I have, like George Costanza's dad, I have fall previews in my closet behind me that I've kept over the years. But Catalina, what I was saying is, like, see, it has like the previews, and that's what I was doing. Like, this stupid show Monarch that they were talking about during the football last week, and was really annoying. And I still like a magazine full of stuff. This is the only one I buy every year now, but I was actually thinking about getting a subscription because I like reading all the blurbs. Here's the McEnroe movie and stuff. But what I found, and if you listen to my show from last week, there's nothing new I want to watch. And then you have to say to yourself, well, I don't think a fall preview exists anymore in television. They just put stuff out year round. So this, let alone this magazine, isn't necessary anymore. The fall preview isn't what it was. I mean, look how thin it is. This used to be like a really thick. I don't know, Mike. Do you remember? Did you worship the fall?
I didn't worship it, but I remember it.
But I was actually, yeah, Cammy, shut up. That's no wonder you're single. I know, son of a bitch. That's good. That's right, Liz, because I live in 1975. And Angela, Catalina, you'll be in charge of wiping his ass one day. How dare all of you? What did I just see? Oh, so just ask Jenny Cone Sanchez. That's right. We don't speak of her anymore. But yeah, plus I asked my cleaning lady to get rid of this. And she goes, oh, you just have to use the Mr. Clean magic eraser. But I guess she didn't do it. I paid her extra. Maybe it doesn't come off. I don't know. Plus, like I said, I want to get my monitors bit, so we only get the closet and some boxes that I use for eBaying. I got to get rid of those. I keep forgetting I'm going to be on camera. And we don't have all the machines in. You said I have to download that thing, right, Mike?
Oh, yeah, the camera thing? Yes.
The Logitech? I'm going to write that down. Great show. So this week was the first week of football. Well, there's just no other say it. Shit the bed. And Sarah Silverman won our football pool. Did you see that, Mike?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Isn't that unbelievable? Sarah Silverman was in dead last place last year. She won the Booby Prize, which you get for coming in completely last. And this year, and this happens all the time. I guess I changed the angle of this, but not on purpose. Like I just got a new camera, so I guess I got to figure it out. And I got a new desk. I got like a big 72-inch desk. So I'll take a picture of it one day. You'll be able to see the Just Out compound. But yeah, it happens all the time with the football pool. Her manager won one year, and she was dead last the year before, or vice versa. So I have a feeling Sarah's going to win the whole thing, which of course is hilarious, because just financially it's funny. But I love that she won the pool. And the best part is her boyfriend, her living boyfriend, Rory, it was between her and him for first place. And he had the Broncos last night, and she had the Seahawks, and she won. But he ended up coming in third, which is just absolutely classic. So there's going to be a lot of shit talking in that house, or trash talking, which I love. Right, Mike?
Yep.
Did you know Rory was her boyfriend?
No.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that funny? So it's great. It's like Aunt Judy and Uncle Bob when they go head to head in the pool sometimes. It's really great. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. Also, there's no, I'll skip that. Why don't we just go on to the pictures that I sent you, Mike? Number one. I was so excited on Sunday. I mean, I couldn't even contain myself.
I didn't get a number one. I just had a 2 through 5. And then
I didn't put in one. Oh, that's all right. I'm sorry. Well, it doesn't matter. It was just a snapshot of. I thought about that when I said. I'm like, did I say number one? It's just a picture of the Red Zone channel with 1 minute to go. It's got a big clock, and I don't know. I don't know whether you guys watch. I mean, most of you don't watch football. I know we like making picks and everything. Oh right, Marcy, the episode of Friends, the Chenandler Bong. That's all right now. The TV Guide used to be a thing. I can't believe I want to get a subscription to it. I know what you're talking about, Cammy. I am pathetic. I don't know why. It just speaks to me. And there's nothing good on TV anymore. It's not like the networks are showing anything I want to watch anymore. I was the last person to be like, no, but network shows are great. Liz says Rory's a girl's name. That's true. Like on Gilmore Girls. In fact, they were both named Rory, right? Wasn't that it?
Something like that. I can't
technically,
remember.
right. But anyway, and they still have a good crossword puzzle. So anyway, the Red Zone channel is the fucking best. There's a guy, Scott Hansen, and he runs the show, and he's on from 1 p.m. till 8 p.m. all day long. Nobody knows how he goes to the bathroom or anything. And but the best part is when he goes, and now we're gonna say it for the first time this season, 8 hours of commercial-free football starts now. It's really exciting. So I wanted to catch that, and I did, and it was great. Aunt Judy, actually, I had wings last night for the first time. Oh my God, they were delicious. I started at my bar. I had my friend Laura with me. I'll show pictures on the Just Go in the City bonus show. And we went to the bar on 10th and 45th, and oh my God, they were delicious. And it was so funny because, I totally forgot about the Emmys are a bag of crap. I don't care that much for Jimmy Kimmel. And it doesn't matter. Just the Emmys suck. They've always sucked. The Oscars are the place to be. And I think I've always been mad at the Emmys because on September 11th, 2001, they canceled the Emmys. And then they were going to have them a week later. And then we bombed Afghanistan for some reason. And then they were like, oh, we have to cancel the Emmys again. And then they were like, oh, let's put them on in 2 weeks. And then something else happened. And I'm like, just cancel the Emmys. The Oscars, when you look down the list of who's the Oscars, they canceled it during World War II. We were at war. So cancel the fucking Emmys because we don't need to see Jennifer Aniston win another Emmy for her characterization of Rachel Green. And remember, it always pissed me off until I was on the Sarah Silverman show and I got submitted for an Emmy. And then I'm like, really? I changed that. But otherwise than that, the Emmys kind of stink. But they had it on the screen with the football yesterday. It was so funny when I went in. I'm like, Tommy, you going to let this happen? But there was something hilarious about the Emmys being on with the football game on all the screens. But it was super fun yesterday. Back to Monday nights, my favorite day of the week besides this one. Mondays and Tuesdays, my favorite days, but Mondays are my drinking night and wing night, and it was absolutely fantastic. The other pictures I have, hold on. Oh, speaking of TV, now you can show number 2, right? So these are from the Post. So, on Fridays I get the paper to just talk about some topics, and they always have what's on TV tonight on the left-hand column, 3 things. But this one was weird because, as you can see on the bottom, and Jimmy Kimmel Live on WABC 7, 11:35, special guest, right? But on the top, they say the Waterboy's on. They don't say when, they don't say what time, and they don't say what channel. And I'd never seen that before, and I thought it was hilarious. I don't know why. Like, well, where is it? I want to watch the Waterboy. And yes, anything goes. It was so appealing. And I do have pictures. I should have put them up today. I forgot. I'm sorry, everybody. Well, Aunt Judy goes, right, every day is a drinking day. Well, for me, it's just Mondays. So I don't know if you saw this on picture number 3, Mike. Okay, so that's Alec Baldwin's kid. She's 9. She's going into 4th grade. Her name is Carmen. And if you look a little closer, you can see she's wearing makeup. And it's a big, everybody's talking about it. Now, we know these Baldwin kids are going to grow up to be insane. And not because of Alec Baldwin, mostly because I think the mother's insane. Alec Baldwin's already got like 2 kids, and now he's having 6 kids with this wife, and she has a 7th on the way. So thank God they have the finances to handle everything. But everybody was talking about that. She appeared heavily in makeup for her first day of 4th grade, and people are questioning. Now, I don't have any kids, but I do think I feel like that looks like a John Benet Ramsey thing, which looks out of place for a kid to wear that much makeup. I don't know what the age is where you wear full on makeup. I think wearing a little makeup at 12 or 13 to school is probably okay. Again, not being anybody's dad. But I mean, do any of you have kids? I mean, 7 kids. Exactly, anonymous. I mean, exactly. I mean, it's really bad that she just keeps having kids. I feel like she roped in Alec Baldwin. This guy shouldn't be having any more kids. He's probably he murdered somebody recently. No, I don't know makeup, but I don't think it should be on a 4th grader. Mike, what do you think?
I'm gonna agree with Cammy. I think as long as it's not crazy looking.
But it was crazy looking. You saw the picture. Show it again.
Right. That was crazy looking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I agree. As long as it's not crazy looking. But she looks crazy. That's way too much lipstick.
Yeah.
Can
It's
you
also
show it
like
again?
super dark, which was like she's going to a goth prom.
Can you show it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you zoom in?
I can't on here.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, exactly. She looks like she's going to a goth prom. Yeah, exactly. So that's the problem. So everybody's weighing in that. Okay, thanks. The next one is the most hilarious picture. We all know Queen Elizabeth is dead. And this was just that picture of her staring at the disapproval of Meghan Markle is just my favorite photo, and I hadn't seen it anywhere, and I love it. She hated this girl. And it's so obvious. I don't know. I just thought that picture was funny. There's okay. So why don't we have a guest here today? It is my friend. What?
Real quick, because we've been putting it off for the last few weeks, but here are the pictures of Elizabeth's dog.
Oh my God, Liz, that's your dog? That is the cutest dog I've ever seen. What kind of dog is that, Liz? Is that a Canadian dog? Does it speak
another picture?
Whose dog is that?
Also,
Liz, how many dogs do you have? I thought you were supposed to have a bunch of cats at the.
And I think that's her at work.
Oh, that's Liz at work. What do you do? You're a nurse, or are you a scientist working with beakers? That's Kelly, and what's the other one? Smooshy? No, that's what Angela says. Wait, who is Kelly? The dog, or that woman changing the beakers?
That's the dogs.
Wait, Daisy and Kelly are the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's the most adorable one I've ever seen? Kelly?
The first
put
one?
her up again. Anonymous, she can't be a doctor. She's a woman, please. Yeah, that one. Wow. I've been talking about that on my podcast. I was asking if any guys had a female scrub technician. That's what you do, Liz? That's pretty cool. Stop it. Well, let me bring the guest on, and I'll go up what I was going to say. So this is my friend. Let's bring him in. His name is Memo Salazar.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Hi. I was going with that dog theme. It was very exciting.
This is Memo Salazar. He works at Sesame Street. We've been friends for a long time. I met him through Rachel Feinstein. We've been friends for over 20 years. And, of course, he is also the director of Turbocharge, which I'm sure
he just blew my covers.
That's how he got the job at Sesame Street, obviously. That's obviously
yeah.
helping. But I brought him in today because I like him, and he's a very interesting guest. As a matter of fact, Memo, I don't mind telling you that Jasmine, I went out with Jasmine the other day, the beautiful attorney, and she couldn't stop talking about how great you were when she saw you at my birthday.
Yeah, she was really cool. It's funny how I always like meet new friends, and they're always like way cooler. They're like, we're all like, oh, why are you his friend again? And everyone's always confused, but then we all become friends.
I know, it's been happening my whole life. I remember I told you my dad
was Catalina even asked the question, like, why are you friends with Dave? Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, Catalina, he's Mexican too. I mean, I didn't even know I had other friends that aren't just Jews. It's so funny. I remember my dad on my 34th birthday was so angry and jealous that I had such nice friends. He was like angry about it. Like he got upset about it. Like, I don't understand why you have nice friends. You're such a dick. Actually, he said asshole. That's what it was. But it's true. I do have lovely friends, thank goodness. And they continue to be friends with me, even though I do really messed up things. And
And I was thinking about, like, soon we're gonna have to take care of you, like when you start going to like the retirement home or whatever.
Somebody just said Catalina's going to have to wipe my butt.
Right. Well, thank you.
And she just wrote something in Spanish. Can you put that up? Maybe Memo can.
Grande Memo, ya me
you can see it.
Podemos hablar en español. We can just have our own side conversation.
Yeah, I never knew that Memo actually spoke Spanish, and I didn't want to be actually rude about it one day. And I'm like, Memo, do you? Because we were that janitor or something. And I'm like, can you ask him a question? And I got nervous because I'm like, well, that'd be rude to just think that he speaks Espanol, but he did. Anyway, what I was talking about on my podcast, and we were just talking about, is I was wondering, and I posed the question, if any of your male friends or any of your male friends in the chat room have a female primary care doctor, someone that has to feel your testicles for a cancer or a prostate. I knew of no such. My friend Mitch told me he did have one, but she never did any of those things. Jasmine said she knows guys that go, but they're under 40, so they've never had any of that stuff done, although they should be checking their testicles even at that age. And my friend today from high school, who lives in Connecticut, Bob, told me he does have one, and she did all that stuff. So I finally have confirmation, and he goes, it's not awkward, and I've never gotten a boner. And I looked her up, and she's hot. So I'm just curious. I'm not being. I'm having fun.
No, but that would be my fear. That's exactly my fear too. Like
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I would actually prefer. I think females would probably be smarter. Right. I just prefer to go. I mean, I really don't care. I wouldn't mind going to a female doctor at all. It's not. There's no. I have no problem with that. It's just that part. It would be weird if she stuck her finger up my ass to check for my prostate, I think.
Well, especially if you get hard and then you're like,
Well, they have to be expecting that, though, sometimes. I mean, I don't think I would, because I can barely get hard when it comes down to it. So I can't imagine with the nervousness of hoping I don't get hard and the panic in my head, I probably wouldn't have to worry. But, I'm already embarrassed when a guy does it. So I'm just curious, and I want to hear from more guys if there's anybody out there that is, that knows about this kind of stuff. Oh, tomorrow's his day, Aunt Judy, to get the prostate exam. It is a family show, kind of. But I'm just curious, and I just wonder. So you'd be nervous too, right?
I would completely be. Yeah, I mean, in fact, I didn't have a doctor for the last 3 years because the guy that I had went away, and then COVID came, and I got lazy, and then I was like, I guess I should go to the doctor, and it was hard because I kept finding recommendations are all women, and I was like, maybe I should go to a woman, but I just couldn't get past the idea that what if she's super attractive and I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, wait till I show you a picture of this girl that's the doctor for my friend. She's really sexy. So Artie Klein, the Mayo Clinic uses blood test now instead of the finger. Is that right? That seems
interesting.
Thank God, but I don't know how that can, or is he kidding? I don't know.
I know you'd think that by now, they didn't have
to that they'd have something else.
Grab your test. Why is that? Maybe they're just doing it to screw with you. I don't know that's actually necessary.
But every guy remembers the first time. All right, drop trowel, and I'm like, haha, you're kidding, right? Nope, you're at that age. Oh man, and really, there's not one guy that doesn't do the. Elizabeth says Artie's correct.
I am not involved.
More accurate.
I'm not involved in the Sesame Street musical. I do know one of the people here she's been involved in doing that, but I actually have been pretty out of touch with.
Memo, is that a Broadway musical or a movie?
Yeah,
musical?
it's on Broadway. I figured you'd know all about it.
I've never heard anything about it. It's the first time.
Yeah, it's. I think I don't know if it started already, but yeah, it's right up your alley.
I don't know how I don't know about it. No, I was just waiting for the Devil Wears Prada musical, so that's all I concentrate on.
Right.
Although I might want to see Funny Girl now that Leah Michele is in it. She's probably really good. I was not going to see it with Beanie Feldchen or whatever her name, Beanie Feldstein. I mean, I don't know. Her dad got her the show. I think he bought the theater, and then she was able to do the show. People said she was horrible, and when she had in her contract, she had a date when she had to go to a friend's wedding, so everybody went to see the understudy because they were waiting because Beanie was so bad, and they said she was. Oh no way, Anonymous, for real? Oh my God, I don't know how they're still doing. She has COVID. She's out for 10 days. This is the problem with Broadway. They test people every day. Stop testing. Then she's not going to be out because who gives a shit? Unless she's like coughing and sneezing and something like that. You know, if she tests positive for COVID and she feels fine, who gives a shit? I told Sarah 100 times, Silverman, when she was doing her show, stop testing, because she kept losing the cast members all the time and the critics were coming. And I'm like, stop testing. If everybody feels fine, everybody's going to catch it anyway. There's no way to win with COVID. I sound like Trump. That's what he said. Oh, well, there's something to it. I know it sounds ridiculous. So does the doctor thing, but what are you going to do? It might be time for my next colonoscopy. I'm very excited about it. I love colonoscopies.
Do you do you take the liquid?
Yeah, I like the prep work.
So because there's there's pills you can take. So
there are pills also there, but nobody really knows yet. There were pills 5 years ago, but I think each doctor is different. That liquid's disgusting.
Yeah.
But I love the cleansing, man. And then the cleansing, and then that nap that you take, when they put you out on that Michael Jackson drug that killed him. Man, oh yeah. So Angela, I'm taking Yakult, but I think I have to stop because I don't know, Memo. I told you I'm on this probiotic thing that's Japanese called Yakult, and it's from that Japanese store where we're always waiting for the bus for you on 59th Street. It's the only place you can get it, right? But it did the opposite effect. I've been constipated for 2 weeks. So if you saw in the story on Instagram, you can see me eyeing these deviled eggs that I had on Friday.
I think you're losing half your audience here with all this old man talk. I'm just letting you know in case you want to keep them. They're bailing. They're getting scared.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Memo, but this is what I do.
No, not me. I'm just warning you that, I didn't want you to go from 7 people to 5. I was a little worried, but
I don't know why I asked you on. Quite frankly.
No, I was going to tell you that I actually got my first colonoscopy like 2 months ago. It was very exciting.
Finish my story about the Yakult. Have you ever heard of it before?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a probiotic. It's supposed to be good for you. Everybody says you should take a probiotic. Sarah Silverman's been telling me. My friend Lindsay just told me. Everybody says it. So I was trying this liquid. I'm just saying. But the best part of the story is on Friday I was eating these deviled eggs, and I said, if this doesn't work, then I'm going to the emergency room. But so it worked. But
when most people say probiotic, it's
thank you, Liz.
It's a little pill that you take. I don't. Why?
Normally, I was trying something else. It was this liquid that is the same thing, and you just take it every day. So I'd advertise in Great Britain, and it was Japanese, and I just thought, this is a good plan. So, are you laughing at Catalina's thing? Yeah. Well, she knows that's from The Simpsons, and. We always talk about that. It's look, it was a newspaper clip he carried around. Old man yells at cloud. It's my favorite. I love when she does that. Yeah. So you got your first colonoscopy. Did you love it?
I took the pills, not the liquid, and that helped. That was good because I was scared.
That you don't have to take like 20 pills.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But everybody I spoke to talked about how horrible that liquid was, like how much they were puking and whatever.
Oh, it's
but I did love that part where like I'm sitting there wondering when it's going to start, and then I'm like, oh, it already happened.
Yeah, but for me, my body works differently than everybody else. It's supposed to happen in like a half hour, an hour. Mine takes 12 hours to get going all the time. So that's why I'm like, something's wrong with me. I don't know. Another thing, Memo, my doctor, I really wanted to see my doctor. I haven't seen him in a long time because I had the same problem, with insurance and everything and quitting my job. And now he does a concierge service. So I have to pay him like he wants $2,700 a year to see him. And then they take the insurance and the copay. It's really messed up, but I want to see him so bad because I like him so much. I like talking to him.
You don't think there's other doctors out there?
I love this guy and I miss him and I like talking to him. And it's this concierge service where like he spends time. There's on time appointments. That's kind of almost worth $1,000, but not $2,700. Like, if you get there at 1, your appointment's 1, he's there at 1, and he spends like an hour with you, and then you can email him. And it's not horrible.
You have to pay
it's a rip-off, Tammy.
You have to pay $2,700 for a doctor to say he's going to come at 1 o'clock, and he shows up at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a scam. It's an absolute scam. But I think a lot of doctors are going that direction because they're sick of the insurance, something like that. Yes, Artie. There are going to be puppets this evening. Lacey is coming in to help us make the picks at 7 o'clock. Very excited about that. We saw her last year. That's why I told Catalina she has to come, because last year, Memo, we had Lacey on, and Catalina's like, wait, what is happening? Had the puppet on. She came in late. And she's like, what is going on here? So, yes, that will be happening, of course. You know how I feel about puppets and puppet picks.
Don't we?
And we'll be doing that in a second. So as long as we're here and we're queer and we get used to it, why don't we go to the slides? Are you okay with that, Mike? Memo?
See.
All right. I am going to share my screen. I got some excellent slides for you, Memo, today. It's going to be super fun. I know you understand.
What David Lynch movie?
Oh, yeah. Which one, Catalina? I'm sharing. Yeah, Catalina, I know you were missing a movie, and that which is the one that you can't go to when Dino's going to be here? Oh, Eraserhead.
Oh, wow.
You're not missing anything with that. What's the one that you're going to miss on the 27th? We need to know that one. And Memo and I will let you know if it's worth it. And why can't you just watch it on your phone? She's get to see it on the big screen at the university.
Yeah, that makes sense. I saw, this is going to date me, but I saw Eraserhead on VHS, and I was like confused and bored. And then I saw it projected in a theater, and it blew my mind. It's such a different experience. So I'm with her on that one.
There's a couple. I saw, again, in the 90s when they were doing a lot of stuff, I saw All About Eve, which I'd never seen before on the big screen. And it was fucking exciting because I'd never seen a Bette Davis movie. I'd never seen an old movie like that. And it was really exciting to see a movie on the big screen, like old-fashioned movie like that,
Yeah, exactly.
I was always wondering, wait, how did that win Best Picture? And who's Bette Davis? I mean, I knew who she was, but I never seen her in a movie. So let's talk about her. We grew up knowing that she was a legend, but why?
Right.
And then watching that movie, you kind of get it. What is this, Solaris? What's that?
Solaris is like a great Russian science fiction. Catalina's super cool. I don't understand why she tunes in every week if she's that
she's
cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, I guess that's
we
true.
Take care of Catalina. We love her. So speaking of David Lynch, let me just tell you this, Catalina, and everyone else. I was going to mention this today. Steven Spielberg just made a new movie. You probably heard. What's going on?
While we're waiting.
Oh, okay. So Steven Spielberg made a new movie called The Fabelmans. Have you heard about this, Memo?
A little bit, yeah.
It's been under wraps, and it hasn't come out yet. It's not coming out till November, but people have seen the screening. And it's a biography of Steven Spielberg growing up. And apparently David Lynch has a really awesome, great couple of scenes in it. So he used a couple of his, I guess, heroes in the movie. I don't know whether he plays David Lynch or he's playing somebody else, but it's apparently the guy in the post was going crazy raving about it. The really funny thing is the picture. This is so classic. Of course, this is the picture of him going to his first movie, which I believe is The Greatest Show on Earth, and being like, oh, that's who's not going to. That's the way I'm going to make a movie, a bio, like television for the first time. That face in the theater, that's stupid, but he says it's above that kind of thing, and good. All right, let's try
anything with David Lynch. When he made a short film about how to make quinoa, and it's the best short film. Yeah, anything that guy does is amazing. You should watch it.
I'm going back to. I think I have to start over.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
You are cool, Catalina.
Why? Did somebody say she wasn't? Oh, yeah, you are. Catalina, you know how we feel about you. All of us feel that way. We met her through the Billy Joel show, Memo.
Oh, nice.
But she's the best because she always asks me like what movies to watch. And Catalina, you should ask Memo because he's really good at that stuff. So I always tell her to watch, Arthur. But Memo's the shit, and he knows a lot of this stuff. And you should
that
ask
thing
his
you do.
opinion
Have
as
you
well.
recommended that one?
Yes. Anyway, so these are the shots for today. Of course, these are the Queen's Prince, the great Prince Andrew. Everybody loves. Oh yeah, they're all going to Chile except for me. I'm not invited. But I like that they're all driving in the car, and that Prince William is driving. Part of you never see that. That's why I thought the picture was rather fascinating. No? Okay.
I don't understand. I just don't get why anybody cares about the royal family. Like, I don't get why.
I don't get it either, but people worship it. I mean, they just think she is the greatest. And meanwhile, I don't think I always thought, like you probably, people in Britain, I thought they hated her. Right. So this is surprising to me too. But there are people that just worship the royal family.
Right.
And they love, like the Kardashians.
I guess.
And this is what happened. I guess you all saw this the day after she died. There was a fucking double rainbow over Windsor Castle. I mean, that's epic. That's movie making shit, right? I mean, everybody was like, wow, that's pretty good. Angela, you're obsessed too. Yeah, a lot of people are. They're amazing. Do they need a driver's license, Catalina? That's an excellent. I wonder if the royal family gets their driver's license. That is an excellent question. I wonder if they have to. What are they going to get stopped? And so, yeah, that was in Piccadilly Circus, the big, huge screen of Her Majesty. You know what this sucks for Memo is that, the best part about all the James Bond movies is that he does it for Queen and Country. It's going to sound different for King and Country.
Yeah.
I don't see protecting, King Charles, but this made sense to me, and of course that legendary one that, who's that guy that's in the Trip that they make fun, like it's the thing with Scaramanga and Roger Moore in The Man with the Golden Gun where they're like, where they're baiting each other. It doesn't matter. Right. Anyway, I don't know whether you saw, this is what they do at Piccadilly Circus, the big sign about when I was in Ireland, because I was in town, they put up the Just Go in the City podcast sign there, which was really great. I was able to take a quick photo of it, which was really nice.
You look like Grandpa from the Munsters in that photo.
Yeah, I guess I do a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Memo. So glad I invited you on today. So insulting. It's unbelievable. I have comics on that aren't as insulting as you are today. It's unbelievable. This is an Ohio State drum majorette who looks like an idiot. And, Ohio State's stupid anyway. I don't care for their football because they play Rutgers. But I love this picture because it looks exactly like the guy from Seinfeld who's I'm the Wiz when he's doing that exact dance. I couldn't get a good photo of it. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. It actually doesn't work on the show Seinfeld, but do you remember that, Mike?
Yep.
When he goes through I'm the Wiz. And it's a very strange episode, but it makes sense and it doesn't make sense at the same time. Anyway. This was the official unveiling of the White House portraits for Michelle and Barack Obama last week. As you can see, Michelle's like, oh, Barack, you ain't going to get out of this so easy. She must have done something wrong. She's very angry. But their portraits are great. She's gorgeous. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that portrait is beautiful. And she looks amazing in blue. It's a great dress. The portrait's unbelievable. And I'm going to go on record saying she is the most attractive first lady ever. In what,
that's
43,
a big
44?
Praise coming from you, yeah.
Is it?
I think we're forgetting Martha Washington.
No. Like,
no, she's very beautiful, and it's a really nice painting for sure.
Well, this is what we're used to. This is Dolly Madison. That is not photoshopped. She looks exactly like my dad. Now, this is the great Dolly Madison, and this is what we used to have in photos. What is he? He was the fourth president's wife. And remember, and I know Memo, you'll appreciate this. Jackie Kennedy was okay, Angela, but let's face it, Michelle Obama's hotter. It was Jackie Kennedy is like my mom hot, where people say, "Oh, your mom's very pretty." I think they do that for Jackie, who was because she was the hottest until Michelle Obama, because she was hotter than Dolly Madison and Eleanor Roosevelt, and she dressed impeccably. But Memo, you remember Dolly Madison? What she's really known for, of course, is the Dolly Madison cakes, which were truly named after the fourth lady, and the first lady. So it would be the fourth first lady, the fourth first lady, because she apparently gave very elegant dinner parties, and that's why these are supposed to be like cakes. Even the White House would like something like that.
Is the company that old, or did they name it way?
No, it's not that old. They just named it after in the 70s, I guess.
That's crazy.
And or maybe in the 70s they started. And I love the names of it: Googles, Cuckoos, and Razzies. But here's the best. So every pie had a character to it. So Charlie Brown had two of them. He had the cherry pie and the banana cream pie. And Lucy had the lemon pie. I think I've tried all of these. Linus had the apple pie. Schroeder had the berry pie. I love these wrappers. I don't know why. They look amazing. I want to put them on my wall.
You're making me hungry. It's a problem here.
Sally had two also. She had the pineapple pie, which sounds disgusting, although Memo likes that kind of weird stuff, right? And wait, I'm looking at Marcy's thing. Oh, she lost a dear friend. Marcy, you just keep losing people left and right, so it's hard to keep up with you. But I love Marcy very much, so if there's a problem, I am sorry to hear that. But you keep losing people. What is going on in Kentucky over there? Sally also did coconut cream pie. Now, that's the pie, I believe, you throw in people's faces, and then when they're stuck with the coconut cream pie in their face, there's a pause, and they take a lick of it, and then you go, coconut cream. I think every Gilligan's Island ended with a coconut cream pie in his face.
This photo was uploaded by Waffle Whiffer. Is that what I'm seeing there?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Peppermint Patty also had two. She had peach one and strawberry. I can't believe they had this many flavors.
It's a lot.
And then they even put in Frida for the chocolate snack pie.
Oh, wow.
What about Franklin, though?
Oh, he's on the blackberry pie.
Oh, love it.
No, I made that up.
I know, it's ridiculous.
That's not even a hostess. I'm so glad you asked, because I was like, what about Franklin? You should see what I wanted to put in. When I saw blackberry, I'm like, well, what did you say, Mike?
It's an old boy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was like, how could you not put Franklin in? But I guess the Dolly Madison cakes weren't that woke, and they retired in only 2012. Oh, it says 1937. Oh, I guess I had 73 and 37 mixed up. And they closed shop in 2012, because you can see these pies were 2009.
Yeah,
I think the one of them I saw. So,
well, that's when they expired. But since they have a shelf life
right.
of like 30 years. Maybe they were from the 70s. It is asking what's a pig pen pie.
I think that's one they probably skipped because that would be gross. But I'm curious too. And if you come up with something on your own, please put it there, and so we all have a good time here.
Wait, did Snoopy get a pie? Did I miss Snoopy?
No, he did not. It was weird. Snoopy did not get a pie. So then they realized that, and they put him on all the products towards the end. This is Best Truman. As you can see, Michelle Obama, I mean, it's just like they're all awful. And this portrait, this is around the Martha Washington time. Who is that? That's is that John Adams' wife?
I don't know. Looks like Barbara Bush.
It is Barbara Bush. That's the joke.
Okay.
She looks like she's from the 1700s. My God. What is happening? Aaron's like, I'm off to the store to buy a raspberry zinger. Oh, man. And Catalina, you know, they just changed the time in Chile, so it's actually 7:45 there. Isn't that exciting? This is a girl that is stuck in a landslide in China, an earthquake caused, but it doesn't look like, it looks like they're ripping her apart. Like, I don't see how this is helpful in any way. It doesn't look like they're doing the right thing. I don't know. I guess they got it all figured out, but right? It looks like they're going to tear her arms off.
Yeah, it's like a piñata. I don't really understand. She was holding on for dear life onto the rocks, and then they threw a rope at her. Is that?
Yeah, I guess maybe she's gonna get her way up to one of the sides.
Right.
I don't know how that's gonna help, but yeah, all these natural disasters. This is flooding in Mexico.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, now I like this picture because that's what I call flooding. So I know Marcy, Kentucky, but not where you live, they had flooding, but this is flooding. I mean, they're like waves here.
Yeah.
That's some serious shit. I don't know why the photo looks so soothing for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. But and these are the forest fires. They're dropping, which I think they have to change the name legally. It's called fire retardant. I don't think they're allowed to say that anymore. And they were dropping it in California, and it's so funny because it looks so pretty. This is like, remember that girl in Titanic where they start putting up the rockets, the Roman candles to signal other ships, and there's a girl like, but meanwhile she's gonna die. Right. You know, like this is like a kid with the fires and the wildfires of California, and they're like, oh, how pretty, but you know, it's like a disaster.
Yes.
Oh, we want Catalina to come to New York really badly. And this is a burning bush in California, or actual burning bush. I mean, it looks just like the actual burning bush from Mount Sinai. Oh, Lord God, help me, Moses. That's the burning bush that when he left there.
It's your rendition.
Anonymous is going to take you to Billy Joel. No, I'm taking her to Billy Joel. Anonymous has already been taken care of. You could take her to a Yankees game where you got the 15 commandments.
Right.
15.
Yeah, those are the extra commandments that are more like suggestions, like when using Q-tips, just dab gently. Don't.
You're supposed to jab gently, but I can't help myself. Dave, I want to, but almost dying turned out to be really expensive. Oh. Well, I understand that too, because I almost died too. In fact, my 20-year anniversary, or I did die and came back, is coming up. Memo, 20 years, 2023.
I know.
October.
I was thinking about that. I know.
2023. And what have I done since then?
Are you going to get a new glass table and kind of do like a memorial recreation?
I will never get a glass table. I will never, ever get anything glass. I can't. When people have them, I usually leave. I don't know why they wouldn't listen to me. like, no, this is a different kind of glass. You can't fall through it. I'm like, whatever. These are a couple of douchebags. You know what they're doing here? This is South Carolina, the Senate, and they're raising their hands on a total ban of abortion, even in rape and incest. These horrible white jerk-offs are what's wrong with the entire planet. Look at these old white fucks making a decision about a woman. Can you fucking believe this is existing and happening, and they're proud of themselves? This makes me so fucking furious. I can't even stand it.
I thought you were working up to like a punchline, but no,
no punchline. I'm sorry. This just pissed me the hell off. I couldn't believe it was happening.
Well, they clearly have a lot of experience with abortion, and you know they
yeah, because they need them all the time. So they're like, no, only we should get them.
Right, exactly.
Ugh. Yeah. Mike, you're asking her to take you to a game?
Oh, she already had offered. I'm asking if she's still doing it.
Well, you should if you already offered. And these guys are very angry. These are student activists in Indonesia and angry at the high cost of living. They're angry at gas prices is what they're doing. It's like, if you want to be angry, get angry at this. The cost of gas prices, I don't know if this is worth a rally.
Are you sure that's it? That's the only reason they're mad?
I promise you it's right off CNN. I did not make a joke about it. That's why I couldn't even believe it when I saw it. I was like, this goes well with what you're supposed to have a rally about, which should be these fucking douchebags.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking of that Simpsons line. Mom, Lisa, Bart's dead tired of the high cost of living. Think things are worth a rally. Well, that's Catalina's right about that. I hate rallies and parades, so you were absolutely right about that. But I mean, this is a good one. The abortion rallies, I'm good with that.
Would you? So if I invited you to one, you would join me? You'd grab a sign?
That's a good question. That is a good question. Liz, like, you need gas to drive to another state for your abortion. Nice one, Liz.
True.
It's good to be kings. Right. Good. You guys are all coming with it today. You're bringing it. I don't know, Memo. I don't think I would. I don't know. I have a strong stance about it. I'm really pissed about it. So I don't know. Maybe
I don't think I've ever heard you that angry about anything political. So that's a good step. I'm going to call Catalina next time we go on.
It's like men making decisions on this is.
When you have rallies, do you bring a bunch of puppets so it seems bigger?
Yeah. I've got a whole arsenal of protest puppets with their little sign. Yeah.
Well, funny thing is, Memo, that would actually make news. So don't think about it. And here's the animal portion of the show. Of course, we got a cheetah in Kenya who's just enjoying himself, and you're hoping there's no douchebags that are going to ruin it, like that dentist that likes killing live animals. Look how beautiful that. Look how majestic that is. A cheetah. Now that is a seal in Denmark, but he looks like it. It's like a Godzilla, like he's a giant seal. The picture is deceiving, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he's on another planet. Like they have giant seals here. I love that picture. It's terrifying. You just picture people being this tiny underneath it, Oh no, what are we gonna do? A fat seal. Don't be rude to damn it. I can't remember. Heidi Klum's ex-husband. Thank you. These were camel races in England. Where it was this county show, the Dorset County show, where they also had everybody's favorite ferret races. And the reason and they're all on these little things, and I know because the winner was this one who popped his head up just under the wire.
Oh, that's adorable.
If that's not the cutest thing that anyone's ever seen, then I don't know cute, except for Elizabeth's first dog, not the second one.
The only thing cuter, Dave,
what'd you say, Mike?
The only thing cuter if it were a slide and they just pop out.
A slide, like a sliding pond, a slide like a
they just pop out the end.
Slide.
Yeah, they just jump out. Like, phew.
I know. Right. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. They pop out of the pipe.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be hilarious. Catalina, on Saturday, I went to a party on some unknown place outside of Valparaiso, and there was a llama.
Llama. Yarmulke is a different thing.
You mean a push me, pull me? Liz, I didn't care for Daisy. I like the other one. What was her name? Poochie?
I think Kelly.
Anonymous is like, stop fat shaming the seal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Catalina, you should send pictures to Mike always so we can see it. This, for some reason, I never heard of it before. This is a two-headed tortoise. They're acting like that's a normal thing. It's his 25th birthday, and they're munching some lettuce. It's at the Switzerland Museum. Have you ever heard of that before, Memo?
I mean, not other than like on The Simpsons with like a mutant turtle next to the radioactive power plant. But it looks like the other turtle doesn't like lettuce, only like the left head.
apparently.
Yeah.
And of course, what does it remind you of?
Two Head to me.
Exactly.
Oh.
Rosie Greer, Ray Milland, The Thing with Two Heads, one of the greatest movies ever made. And here's the best, the poster. They transplanted a white bigot's head onto a soul brother's body. And then to go on, the doctor blew it. The most fantastic medical experiment of the age. And now with the fights, the fuzz, the chicks, and the choppers, man, they're really in deep trouble.
That's
now
amazing.
that's a blurb. Oh, that's a
Where can I
one.
rent that? Where can I stream that?
I think anywhere. It's from 1972. It used to be on Channel 11 like every day. You never saw it before?
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, it was classic. I mean, look how bad this special effects are. And this is just a cat that we all love at a fishing village in Hong Kong. Everybody loves a cat doing nothing, just looking up at the lights, enjoying herself or himself. Yeah, WPAX Anonymous, right? Angela said you can get it at Blockbuster.
Yeah, I'll run right out.
That's one of those things in the fall preview that I was talking about, that they have a show called Blockbuster, but I don't know whether it's a movie or a TV series.
Oh, like the last Blockbuster, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I think you photoshopped that TV guy. I don't think they actually sell that. You made it up yourself, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I bought it at a supermarket. This is China Fashion Week. You know, we always love to show these ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous fashions. I mean, that I don't understand how it's Fashion Week. Who's going to wear that? You know, I mean, who are they selling to? I'm always curious. But we show all the Fashion Weeks. And I don't know if you heard about this big controversy. This the beautiful Olivia Wilde is now a director. She's got that Don't Worry Darling movie coming out. So here's Chris Pine, Harry Styles, and I don't know who this is. Oh, yes, I do. Wait. No, I don't.
What's the controversy?
The controversy is that Harry Styles came up, sat down, and spit on Chris Pine.
Oh.
Because isn't he dating Olivia Wilde, Mike? Does anybody know?
I thought he was.
No,
yeah,
isn't she married?
No, she was
she got
married
divorced?
to Jason Sudeikis or dating. They
Yeah,
broke up a long time ago.
She was on. Oh, see, she was on the Elmo talk show a couple years ago.
I remember.
And
because your daughter was on that too, but you won't put a brother on. I mean, what the fuck?
I don't have that power. But she also directed Booksmart, I think.
Yeah, this is her second one, I think. So now she's doing really well. But yeah, there was a spitting incident, and he served her with divorce papers on the Oscars while she was on stage. That's true, Anonymous. That's not even a joke.
I am
That's
learning
what happened.
so
That's
much.
right.
I have no idea.
Yeah. But there was an incident, but they say there's nothing. And apparently broke it for Harry. Oh, well, I might do that too. And Harry Styles is pretty goddamn cool. But him and this Timothy Chalamet with the way they dress, I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Do you guys remember when movie stars were men, like Jack Nicholson signing autographs as a man while he was doing The Last Detail? Do you remember that? You remember men actors?
Yeah, like Rock Hudson.
Photos like men. Yeah, and Rock Hudson. Well, Timothy Chalamet is not gay. He's a great actor. It's just, I don't know.
I know.
He's too thin to wear this outfit. If this was The Rock, that would be different. And you see Stanley Tucci's right behind him. I don't think it's Stanley Tucci. But look how this girl wants him so bad. That is like a hot photo. She's like, oh my God, it's Timothy. And my friend Scotty, who runs the Liza Minnelli Outlives site, that's how I learned that Gorbachev, no, not Gorbachev, who's the guy, the Russian guy who died?
Yeah, Gorbachev.
Yeah, that's how I learned from the Liza Minnelli Outlives. That's how I get my info from, my news. And Scotty is in love with Timothy Chalamet. So if I made fun of him and he was here, he would have signed off.
I remember we did your Oscars.
Oh, right.
Podcast.
Right.
You got so mad.
Yeah, isn't that the best? Oh. And finally, this is a performer named Carol G, who I guess is a Spanish performer and so popular. I've never heard of her before. She sings in Spanish. This is a full arena in Detroit, and I gotta say, this is awesome. This is a great way to fly into the audience, especially in Detroit. I love it.
Is that a Japanese car?
It's a Ferrari, so it's an Italian one, I guess, right?
That seems
Right.
like an insult to Detroit, but that's
Isn't that
awesome.
a Ferrari logo?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a Ferrari. Yeah.
I guess it is an insult, but I don't think any of these people are thinking about that because they're all Spanish people, I guess, right? I mean, she's that big. Carol G. Yeah, Catalina. Oh, Catalina knows her, right? I've done, and I was like, I've done that. My friends like it. They haven't fixed Detroit, but have a car suspended from the ceiling. Excellent. There you go. Exactly. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's out there, man. Yeah, there it is. The clipping. Make sure you keep that. Old man yells at cloud. That is just Gadan. I am angry at everything.
So true.
And you never know what's going to set me off, and yet you know exactly what's going to set me off. Everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing to say to that because it's just true.
Well, that's all right. Now, Memo,
What's
I
going
want
on?
to thank you so much for coming today.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Memo, you've been directing Sesame Street. You started as just an editor, and they moved you up to directing and producing. And you're actually directing a lot of you haven't directed the bits in the actual studio yet that we all know, right? But you're directing all the pieces that.
No, but guess what though? I actually this funny you should bring that up because this week I'm directing something here, and I got a letter. I have to join the DGA now because I've directed.
Oh, how exciting!
I'm going to be in the DGA, which lets me direct at the studio.
Oh my God, that's great! Because I was going to ask you when's that coming. I figured it was a matter of time. So here we are. That's terrific, man. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, now I have to start bugging them.
Do you
and if they don't let me, then I'll just say that they don't like Mexicans. So
right, that's so smart. I do that with Judaism all the time. Now, Memo, do you also have so many other projects? Do you have anything out or coming or that we can see that you want to tell people about before we say goodbye?
Oh my God, no, I haven't been doing. I mean, other than the Sesame thing. I'll tell you this. This is cool. So I've been working on an animated series, animated Sesame series for like the world, not for like. I mean, it can play in the States too, but it's targeted for like kids around the world, like in like refugee camps and so on. Like,
wow,
there's the Rohingya kid population who are living in a giant refugee camp called Cox's Bazar in Bangladesh, and they don't have any school. So anyway, I've been working on this series for that, and it's like tons of episodes, and we have a new character named Amira who's in a wheelchair who I got to like co-create. So that's been like the coolest thing I think I've done for a long time. Hopefully it'll make it to the US. I don't know, but it's like for other kids around the world, not Americans. So
Liz, his full name is Guillermo.
It is
Guillermo Salazar. And his daughter, he's a really good father because his daughter is the best.
She likes you too, and she calls you Juska, which is the best part.
That letter that she wrote for my birthday that just says "Dear Juskow" is hilarious. Let alone the best letter ever. It's on my refrigerator. So, yeah.
There's a lot of penises in the backgrounds of the Sesame Street cartoons.
Anyway, Memo, thank you so much for coming on today, last minute like this, and we will see you soon.
Okay.
All right. So, Mike, we're going to get rid of Memo for a second. We're going to look at the stats from yesterday, and then we'll bring in Lacey, okay?
All right.
Right. So if you could show last week's stats, I stink, but then so did the audience, thank goodness. Just keep that up for a while. I just want to talk about it for a second. Nick kicked ass, and Mike did pretty good. That LA. So let me just tell you that the things I was positive on, and the things I messed up. That Falcons won, as you know, I was pretty positive that I had no problem with that. I knew I was going to win that one. And the San Francisco one really screwed me because I was in a knockout pool, and I chose them because I thought Jimmy Garoppolo was playing.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, you did too. Well, that makes me feel a little better. And then all of a sudden, this other guy's playing, and I'm like, and I couldn't change it in time, and I would have never have bet that. I would have bet the Bears totally with the points had I known that. So that we all got that wrong. I loved the Steelers with the points, but boy, that was a fun game. Not for Marcy so much, but that was a really interesting game. I can't believe the Lions covered at the last minute because the Eagles had them going. The Texans, for me, was a no-brainer. Miami Dolphins, we all got that right. It wasn't a no-brainer, but it was impressive, beating up on the Patriots. But remember, I had that theory that they just don't do well in Miami. The Jets can suck it. The Jaguars were covering like the entire time. So that's so annoying. I cannot believe the Giants beat the Titans. I cannot believe it.
And I kind of had a feeling.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you saw they went for the win, which is damn gutsy, and I'm so upset because I live in New York, so now it's all about the Giants did this gutsy call, and the Jets suck. So it's just like me and Anonymous with the Mets and the Yankees. Yeah, sorry, Marcy. Yeah, that was a bad loss, but of course they'll be back and they'll be better. And well, of course it's difficult though, since the Bengals, a lot of times the Super Bowl losers have a hangover. So we'll see. Kansas City, Arizona just stinks, and they gave that Kyle Murray all that money, and he sucked. My God, they blew the shit off them. It was an embarrassment. I can't believe the Raiders didn't keep it close. Green Bay, everybody knew the Vikings were supposed to win that game, and we didn't listen. And the Cowboys suck. And last night, I was positive about the Seahawks keeping it close, but I hate Geno Smith. So I thought for sure they would lose. I can't believe they won. Geno Smith is the worst, and he'll always blow it at the end. So stay tuned. There's no way that guy is going anywhere. He's the worst. If you remember Geno Smith, you can take that off. If you remember anything about Geno Smith, I was telling my friend Laura last night at the Wing Place, this guy is the stupidest person on the planet. When he was with the Jets, and this is why I hate him, of course, when they went to California to play the Raiders or the Chargers, whoever, he went to see Gone Girl, the movie, because he didn't take into consideration, get ready, the 3-hour time change. He's a moron. Wow. There's one thing we don't know that Chile just changed their time an hour ahead, but if you go to California and you just don't know they're 3 hours behind, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just too weird. You're not curious at all why you get on a plane at 7 in the morning and you arrive there at 10, like there's something, I don't know. It's just all these factors that seem like, oh, it's weird here, and then to go to the movie and the fact that he saw Gone Girl, of course, that's what makes the story really funny. But all right, let's make the picks. Let's bring in Lacey to help us make the picks this week as our guest celebrity picker. Oh, there's Lacey.
Hey. Hello.
Street Studios. Hello, Lacey. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a year. You're looking good.
It's been a long time, David. A long time. What have you been up to for the last year?
That accent is the funniest because it sounds like the one from Love Actually. Like, eight legs is a lot of legs, David. David. Eight is a lot of legs, David. How can we help, Prime Minister?
It's not an accent,
No, I know. I'm sorry. It is Josh.
Thank you.
All right.
It's insulting.
Let's make the picks. I'm going to share my screen, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on a second. Here we go. You can see what I see.
I can hear what you hear.
Oh, and Catalina put our favorite comment in. What the hell? I love it. That's the reason I thought about it again. That was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Catalina, like, what is going on? She came in late. That was the best. Because it is one of those things where people are like, what is happening? But it is the best.
I don't blame her. It's a little odd.
No, it's great. You're really good at the pick. So let's see how you do this week. Here first we have Kansas City. This is a great game. Kansas City against the San Diego Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the Chargers. Oh, this is a tough one because Kansas City looked real good, but the Chargers are really good too. Mike, what do you think?
I'm going to go with Kansas.
Probably the right move. I probably messed up. Lacey, what are you thinking?
Got to be the Chiefs. Oh, yes. The Chiefs.
Okay. And what is everybody thinking in the chat room? The Chargers or the Chiefs? I see a Kansas.
Yeah,
I see a
Chiefs.
KC.
Yeah,
I
they're
see
going Chiefs.
They're going Chiefs. All right, I'm the only one. I will tell you my record on Thursdays is crap. So you're probably all correct. Then we have the Ravens against the Dolphins. This is a tough one. The Ravens, they beat up on the Jets, but the Dolphins beat up on the mighty Patriots. The question is, how do the Dolphins play on the road? Mike, you go first. I can't decide.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Plus 3.5 points. Nice. Lacey?
Well, I like birds. I believe the Ravens. Oh yes. Plus, dolphins are mean. I found out that they're not nice creatures.
What? I heard they were.
That's a myth.
Oh.
They're smart, but they're really mean.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Catalina says they're pretty.
They are pretty.
Shit. I'm going to go with the Ravens. That's a tough one. What do we have here? Oh, Anonymous, Miami 2017. First song Billy did on Friday night at the Garden. Oh, you were there? Yeah, I heard he had a great set that night. He did Running on Ice and like a bunch of songs he normally never does. Anonymous gets to go to all this stuff. She must have a lot of money. What's the audience saying, Mike?
They're going Miami.
They're going Miami. Okay, great. Oh, God. Cleveland against the Jets. Oh, my God. Well, now this is a game that the Jets should be competitive with. They just should be. I got to pick them, and I hate myself for doing it, and I would never put money on it, but I'm going to go with the Jets and the points. Anyway, Mike. This is just so
Browns.
Smart. Lacey, what do you think?
First of all, yes, you should always trust a puppet. That's obvious. Always trust a puppet on zoology. I know a lot about animals. And the Browns, I'm sorry, Jasco, I know you like the Jets, but come on. It's just sad. Really sad.
You're right. And what's the audience saying?
Cleveland.
What did Marcy say about Elton John?
Anonymous, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, Anonymous, yeah. Well, I can't read it.
Oh, he did Running on Ice for the first time since 1990. He did Rip Your Rag, and he did Elton John covers.
Oh, well, so he did Running on Ice for the first time since 1990. Wow. I really feel he listens to our podcast because I just put that on the hidden gems list. I don't know. It really feels like he listens because he keeps playing the stuff we keep talking about that he hasn't played in a long time. I'll say Cleveland just go against Just Cow. Shut up, Catalina. You're right, though. Here's two bad teams, maybe, but not horrible. The Washington Commanders against the Lions. It's pretty much a pick 'em. I'm going to take the Lions. They did pretty good last week, and Washington did okay. I'm going to go with the Lions. I'm going to take a chance. Mike?
I'm going to go with Washington again.
That's the smart move. Lacey?
I'm
Your choice against the Commanders? What?
I'm going to go with the Lions just like you because of that photo with the car in that concert.
Oh,
Detroit.
Carol G.
Yeah.
Lions are basically cats. That's why Catalina's going with the Lions. Marcy's going with Washington. What's the consensus?
Man, it is split.
Well, then I'll go with the cats.
Okay.
I like when somebody puts it that way. Hey, here we have another cat. The Jaguars against the Indianapolis Colts. What happened to Lacey? Oh,
just tying my shoes.
Oh, crap. The Colts don't suck. But who did they lose to last week? Oh, the Texans. Right. Well, all right. I'll try the Jaguars one more time, plus the points. But I am not happy about it. Mike?
Colts.
Yeah. You guys are picking correctly. Lacey, what do you think?
I don't know. I think with the points, I have to go with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
By a tiny bit.
Sure. I can understand that. And
Yeah.
what is everybody saying in the chat room?
Colts, one Jag.
So Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
Marcy, we know we love you, but we had 2 against 1. Then we have the Buccaneers against the Saints. Saints did really bad against the. I'm going with the Buccaneers. I have no problem with that. 3 points, shouldn't be a problem. Mike.
Oh, Bucks.
Yeah, right. I mean, they beat the Cowboys wholeheartedly, and the Saints. I think the Saints in the future, but not this week. Lacey, what are you thinking between Tom Brady and the Saints? Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but you have to factor in the Pirates. The Pirate, you see, Buccaneers. So Buccaneers, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Against the Saints, Pirates will probably always win,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And Judy is saying the Bucks. I think that's all around consensus, unless anybody hears from New Orleans, but they're not. Oh, now this is you know what? I can't believe I'm picking it, but I have no problem picking the Giants. Boy, the Panthers stink. Boy, they almost. Well, you know what? Baker Mayfield did really good, and but they beat the Browns. The Browns have nobody. I got to pick the Giants. I'm picking the Giants. Mike.
Yeah, I'm going Giants. They suck. The other.
Yeah, they really blew it. I mean, I like Baker Mayfield, and I thought he could make a difference, but you can't lose to the Browns. They got nobody. They're a mess. They're in disarray. It's like losing to the Jets. Lacey, what do you think?
Yeah, you're up there. Yeah, I have to agree with the Giants. It's true what you said. The Giants.
Yeah, and you're in New York anyway. You're a Sesame Street puppet. I mean,
I do have to stick with my boys.
Right. And Judy's, taking the Giants, but Scruffy's taking the Giants. All right, we're all in on the Giants. I got Giants sweater. That's right. I saw that, Catalina. I got to get you some new stuff, some new swag. It's going to be a semi-interesting game. The Pittsburgh Steelers against the New England Patriots. Now, right, the Pittsburgh won. Oh, was that no? They won. Right, they won. Who tied last week?
Did anybody?
I thought there was one tie.
I didn't see one on the chart.
No, because we didn't tie, but I thought a game tied, but somebody covered.
Oh, okay.
Like we covered, but I thought a game tied last week. I know it wasn't for Marcy's sake, I'm thinking of her all the time. The Bengals lost, but I could have sworn somebody tied. Anyway, I don't know. It's
Colts.
What?
Texans and Colts.
That's right. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with the Patriots. I don't know whether they're good or bad. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. Mike?
Who?
It's like you can't picture the Patriots ever going 0-2, right? But
yeah, I mean they have to sometimes. So let's go with the Pittsburgh.
Every once in a blue moon. Lacey, what do you think?
Yeah, the Steelers for sure. That's it. The Patriots have had their day. They're done.
Good for you. You're right. And what is the chat room saying?
Right now, Patriots.
Okay. Okay. The Rams are somehow favored -10.5. They played horribly against the Bills last week. Horribly. And the Falcons are bad, but somehow they just covered, right? The Saints won, but the Falcons covered. I am going to take the points, but I'm not happy about it. But after what I saw last week with the Rams, I don't see them beating anybody by 10.5 points. Mike?
Yeah, same. Falcons.
Lacey?
You know what? I'm going to go with the Rams. Oh, yes.
All right. You're making the right choice. What does the peanut gallery say? I see the Rams. Anything else?
That's it so far.
Just Rams for now. All right. Rams it is. And now those horrible 49ers who I'm so angry at, but where do they get off being 8.5 points? I have to take the Seahawks in this one. It could be my best pick of the week, even though I hate Geno Smith, but who the fuck are the San Francisco 49ers for 8.5 points, right?
Yeah, I mean, Garoppolo's not playing, right?
No, but
yeah,
right. I don't know why they hate that guy. He's so handsome. I mean, he's so talented.
I'm going to go Seahawks as well.
Lacey, your thoughts?
It's got to be Seattle, Definitely.
David. Well, Marcy said the Rams, but does anybody have a bet yet on the four? I see Scruffy Bones got 49ers, and we can wait to see if anything else comes in. I'll move on, and we'll see if anything else comes in. Okay, here's Marcy's Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. The Bengals are favored -7.5. The Cowboys stink.
Yeah.
And Dak's out, I think, right?
Yep.
Playing in. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to go with the Bengals to have a bounce back game. Mike, what do you think?
Oh, I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Lacey, what are your thoughts? Marcy, do you really even have to write? No, I'm just kidding. What do you say, Lacey?
The cats. You cats.
You're going to go with the Cats then, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's a lot of points to cover. You have to win by 8.
Yes. I can do math, David.
David. Was there, Mike, did you see any about San Francisco Seahawks?
Oh, Seahawks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Marcy and Aunt Judy.
Okay. Okay, here are the Broncos, who played really horribly, and the Texans, who played pretty good and ended up in a tie. I got to take the Texans plus the points. I got to take the points after what I saw last night. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, Texans.
Lacey, your thoughts?
Yes. Well, 9.5 points is a lot of points, right? So,
Yes, it is.
come on.
It's a lot of
Texans.
legs, David.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So you're going Texans also?
Of course. And what's wrong with being sexist? I mean, sexy.
No, sexy.
Yeah.
Aunt Judy and Scruffy like the Broncos, so I will put that in for them.
Yep.
Now we have the Raiders that I don't know what happened to them last week. The Cardinals stink. I'm taking the Raiders minus points. That's a lot of points, but the Cardinals could suck it. They're horrible. I know they're playing the Chiefs and everything, but the Raiders shouldn't be favored by 5.5. I should probably take the Cardinals, but I can't after what I saw last week, Mike.
I think I'm going to just go with the points and go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's probably the right move.
I don't think there's an easy answer there. So.
Yeah. Lacey, what do you think?
Come on. It's the Raiders. The Raiders, my friend.
The Raiders. Where do they play, Lacey?
Where do the Raiders play?
Yeah.
You want me to say L.A.?
Well, but they don't.
But is that what you want me to say?
I was curious if you knew.
Should I say Oakland?
No.
What would you like me to say?
Where I'm asking you where they play. Do you know?
No, I have no idea. I'm British. What do I know about football? You call it soccer. And look at my face. It's very embarrassing to be a British football who's not even a football.
I agreed.
Yeah.
So the chat room, it looks like they're playing. What did I see? The Raiders. All right. What did I see?
Cardinals.
Cards, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Smart move. Oh God. The Bears got lucky, I think, because they're playing a crappy quarterback, or maybe somebody who could be good in the future. It was raining. The weather. Green Bay was bad. Did they bounce back? What's going? Is somebody cutting their nails?
No, I was sorry.
What was that?
I was clicking something, but I didn't know you guys could hear it.
You're supposed to say, "Damn your Vulcan hearing."
He was cutting his nails.
That would be hilarious. He's like he's had it and he's just so bored. He's like, whatever. I just wish there was footage of it because that would be classic. What does Mike do when you're doing the picks? I'm like, oh, whatever. You don't want to know. Geez, I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to take the Packers. That's the Sunday night game. I don't know. Don't you see them bouncing back? Mike, what do you think? It's right. It's a really tough one. What'd you say? Oh,
it's a lot of points. I'm gonna go with Green Bay again. I give them one more chance.
Yeah, Lacey, what do you think?
I was clicking this thing on my chair.
Wait, what?
Brought to you by the letter G. So that's G for Green Bay.
Okay, that's a good reason.
Yeah,
Mike, what did you say before that?
Oh, they're asking what I was clicking. I was clicking this thing on my chair.
Oh,
it's like this. When I move it like this, it goes like that.
Oh, I see.
So,
what is the audience picking for this game, or have they not picked yet?
They were more.
They're more
I think
obsessed with the clicking
bears.
of
I think Elizabeth's the only one who wasn't enamored with
Bears.
the noises I was making.
All right, then we'll go with the Bears.
And
All right,
yeah.
so this Monday, totally best thing, 2 games at the same time. They're going to do this more in the coming years. They're going to have like 3 Monday night games where there's going to be 2 games apiece. This is awesome. Why not do it this way? Remember what they were doing was they were playing a 7:30 game and a 10:30 game in the West Coast, but that limited their choices. So now they can play 2 games on the East Coast at the same time. I think one starts 7:30, one starts at 8:15. This is fantastic. You got the Buffalo Bills against Tennessee Titans. This is going to be a terrific game. The Bills are just kicking ass. They were crazy. Titans somehow lost to the Giants, but the Titans are still very good. This is a very tough game. You want to go with the Bills because they're just ridiculous, but it's hard to bet against all those points. Mike, you go first. This is so tough.
I'm going to go with the Bills.
You're going to take all those points. You're going to say they're going to win by 10. You know what? I'm going with the Titans. Lacey?
I have to agree with the Jew, the Titans.
That's the best.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, David.
Yeah.
I see Scruffy saying the Bills. I think I saw Marcy say the Bills, so I will go with the Bills for you guys. And this one, the Eagles against the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings, the visiting Vikings who looked really good. And Catalina, you do like the puppet. I wasn't sure how you felt about it. Mike, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Go with the Eagles. Excellent. And Lacey, the final choice here for you.
You can't fight Vikings. Come on. Obviously, the Vikings. They're tough.
Right. That's the pirate mentality as well.
Yes.
Marcy says the Vikings. Scruffy says the Eagles.
And
Catalina says the Eagles because she likes their songs. That's actually the best way to bet. So I have 2 Eagles, 1 Vikings.
3 Eagles. Well, and Judy said Eagles also.
Who said? Oh, Andrew. Okay, the Eagles it is. And there are our picks for week 2. In the what does he say? Not the organization. In the place where they play.
What?
For pay.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's what Mike Francesca used to say every Friday. It was goddamn awesome. Oh, Brian's like, only a puppet can say that. That's right. Only a puppet can get away with such talk.
That's true.
Well, there it is. I love making the picks with you guys. I don't know who cares, but I love it. Mike likes it. You guys seem to like it. It's a lot of fun, right?
Does that mean I'm coming back next week?
No, not next week, but you will be back. If the audience wants you. Oh, he's getting a nasty face. Sorry. I gotta tell you, that was worth every penny. Well, Lacey, thank you so much for coming on today and helping us make the picks. And
Is Catalina an Eagles fan?
She is a musical Eagles fan, yes.
Oh, nice.
Catalina's a big music fan, and she's getting to learn some, and she's getting to like a lot, and she likes a lot of music. Like I said, we met through the Billy Joel podcast.
I like this Catalina person.
I knew you would. I told you, I only know the best people.
It's true.
So Marcy says, thank you, Lacey. You're the best. So, yes, Lacey, thank you. You can check in anytime, but you can never leave. Anonymous saying, Hotel
And I
California.
guess that was an Eagles reference. That was very clever, David.
You have a tattoo of the Eagles, Catalina? I thought you just got into them. That's interesting. Where's that tattoo located? That's what inquiring minds want to know.
Is that old Don Henley or young Don Henley?
Oh, the tattoo?
Yeah.
She likes Don Henley, too, so maybe it's young Don Henley. That's what I was asking Aunt Judy. Where's the tattoo? Anyway, Lacey, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you see Memo around there, please thank him, too.
He's passed out.
Oh, yeah, from all that drinking. Oh, you're looking at him on the floor.
Yeah.
All right. Lacey, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Lacey.
David. And your friend's nice, too.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Lacey's pretty cool. And she has a Billy Joel tattoo, too. I didn't know. That makes sense, but I didn't know. So, yeah, that's our show for today. I hope everybody had a good time. Next week, we will be hopefully in studio with Colin Smith, very handsome Colin Smith. He will be playing a multitude of songs. In fact, if you have any requests, send them to the email, right, Mike?
Right.
That would be terrific. So why don't we do an Eagles song? Maybe he could play Hotel California. I'll let him know. Wouldn't that be great? At least a little bit of it. So, yeah, but I need to see where it's located, Catalina.
She said
so
abs.
next week, what?
She
Oh,
said
abs. Oh, when I saw abs, I just assumed she was talking about me. So next week, Colin Smith. The week after, Dino Stamatopoulos was rescheduled after Rosh Hashanah. And this week on Billy Joel, the Billy Joel A to Z podcast, we are premiering The Entertainer, a classic Billy Joel song. So you might want to check out that. Of course, don't forget to listen to Juskow in the City on all your podcasting platforms. This episode is a good one. I talk about my friend Jasmine and how she has her own wing at her parents' house. Wow. So I said, what, do you got a room up there? No, I got a wing. Huh? Mike, where are you going to be playing this week?
I'm not anywhere this weekend, but next weekend I'll be with Dan Soder at the Addison Improv.
At the what improv?
Addison?
Where's
Dallas.
that? Oh, I thought you said the Edison Improv, and I'm like, dude, if you're going to be in Edison, I'll come see it because that's where I grew up. In New Jersey.
Addison.
So, and how the improv had a place in Edison, and I didn't know about it, was also going to bother me for the entire week. Oh, yes, Aunt Judy, my nephew, it's his birthday today. You know, we had him on the podcast a few weeks ago. So happy birthday to Billy. I already called him and wished him happy birthday, and he's in school, and he goes, well, it's tough having, everybody's got classes today. But, and I said, I wouldn't know. My birthday was never during school. So I don't know how that works when you go to school. My birthday's always been in the summer when everybody's away. So anyway, is the Yankees Red Sox game rained out, Anonymous? Is that what happened? Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us today, and we will see you next week on the Comedy Cellar Nightly show. Good night, everybody. Next week should be fun.